Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're a new visitor. Today I'm gonna be making a review on the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I am gonna be making an eye look with this, and I'm also gonna be giving you all of my thoughts on the palette. I bought this palette with my own money. I have the receipt here, and you can be certain that I'm gonna give you my honest opinion because of that. And even if it was sent to me for free, I would give you my honest opinion anyway. Just to make a quick point, for those of you who watch my Fenty Beauty review, I am wearing the foundation in the shade 420. So let me know your opinion about how this color looks on me, because I did realize that the other one was too yellow. So I don't know why it was looking like that on the camera, because in person it was just fine. So I think that this one looks a little bit better. So just let me know what you think about this. This is how the 420 looks on me, and I think that it looks normal, but you let me know what you think. So that was just some quick thing that I needed to say. So let's move into the video right now. Okay guys, so the palette came in this little box. It's really cute because it has like that really nice design that when you turn it around it kind of like shines, so that's really cute, and I love fuchsia. On the back, as always, you have some information, you have all of the ingredients, and you have how many eyeshadows you get and all of that, so that's very useful. And this is what the actual palette looks like. You can see that you have the really cool picture of Huda there. You have her name, you have the name of the palette, and you also have a really nice look on here. So the palette is really cute. It comes with this little plastic that I guess is for you to like play around and see if you look like her. I don't know, but it's really thick, which means that it was expensive. So I guess that this is to protect your eyeshadows. And I'm not going to show you the mirror directly, but you can see there that it has a pretty big mirror. And this is what the eyeshadows look like. You have a very big variety of finishes, like you have some glitter, you have some mattes, you have some shine, you have some satins, you have everything in there basically. And the palette, in my opinion, is really warm, which is good because I love warm tones. So the first impression that I get from this palette is that it looks actually better in person than what it looks in videos or pictures, because the colors are actually really intense. So I'm just going to prime my eyes, and I'm gonna be picking up the colors and I'm gonna be trying them on my eyes. So I usually prime my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape for any eye looks, but as I saw a video that a big YouTuber made before, and he used this thing and it didn't work for him, so I'm gonna try to use something different that I know works for me. So I'm gonna be using the Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC. I hope that this one will like match well with the palette, so this is the one that I'm gonna use. And to apply the concealer, I'm going to take this eyeshadow brush from Sigma. This is the eyeshading brush in the E55. So I'm just going to apply this to my eye. This is the concealer that I used before for my eyeshadows. I just changed it because I bought that concealer and it was too light, so I realized that it was good for my eyes, so that I started using it. But this one is really good. Okay, so I have the concealer on my eye. Now I'm going to set it with this color, Desert Sand, and I'm going to use this brush from Sigma. This is the Tapered blending brush and on the E40. So I'm just going to take this color. I never got to use the first one that she had because it was always sold out, and then after a while it was just like old, so that's why I didn't try it. I think that if this palette works fine, it could be a good palette for fall because it has a lot of warm tones. I'm just putting a lot because I want the concealer to be completely dry. So I have seen before that sometimes when you put your concealer wet on your eyes and then you apply the eyeshadows on top without setting it, it can get kind of patchy. So this is why I'm trying to set everything completely. So I'm gonna try to try the darkest colors on my skin tones because I want to see how pigmented they are. As my first color, I'm going to use the color Blazing. I'm going to take it with this packing brush and I'm just going to put it on my crease. So now that I have the color there, I'm going to take this other blending brush and I'm going to take the same color and I'm just going to apply a lot more on top of it. Now I'm going to take this smaller crease brush and I'm going to take the color Amber and I'm going to put this one below the last one that I applied. It's right here. Taking the other brush that I was using and I'm going to blend these edges. Now I'm going to take this eyeshadow brush and I'm going to apply the color Amethyst all over my eyelid. And I'm going to take the same brush that I was using before and I'm going to apply a little bit more of amber on my crease. I'm going to take this eyeshadow brush again and I'm going to apply a little bit more of the amethyst color on my lid because it kind of like got washed out. I'm going to take this small crease brush and I'm going to apply the color Oud on my outer V and I'm going to drive it to my crease. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the purple on top. It just gets covered with the other eyeshadow, so this is why I keep on applying more. I'm going to take the same blending brush that I was using before and I'm just going to blend my edges. I'm going to use this towel to clean my bottom lash line and my inner corners. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of Colourpop powder and I'm gonna put it on my bottom lash line just to clean any color that is left. So now I'm going to take this small crease brush and I'm going to mix the color Saffron with the color Oud and I'm gonna put this on my bottom lash line. As I added more color, I'm gonna take this blending brush again and I'm just gonna slightly blend my edges up here just so that I don't have any harsh lines. Okay, so I have swatched this color, this one, and this one, and look how they look on my fingers. I think that I'm gonna go for this one, for the center of my lid. So I have seen that people have like different techniques to take these colors on, so I'm just gonna try the usual that I use, that is using a brush. I'm just gonna take the color with my brush. This is an eyeshadow brush with natural hairs, and I'm just gonna try to tap it on my lid and see if it sticks to it. Okay, so it's not really sticking. Okay, so it's not really showing with the brush, so I'm gonna try with my finger. I don't have any glue or anything on the center of my eye. I'm just gonna put it here. When you try with your finger, it's like sticking more there, but it's not still what I want. So okay, so it doesn't really stick when you apply it just dry like that. Like, it's a little bit there, but it's gonna take me a while to complete. So I'm just gonna take a glitter glue. I'm gonna take this one by NYX and I'm just going to apply a little bit on my eye. So I'm just going to take this little brush and apply the glitter glue to my eye. Okay, so I have the glitter glue there. Now I'm going to take this brush. This is the brush that I always use to apply this kind of like shimmery colors. So I'm just going to tap in there and try to press it on my eye. And yeah, it's sticking better when you do it like that. I'm going to take the little crease brush again and I'm going to take the color Amber and I'm gonna put it on top of the glitter on my crease just to give it more depth, because some of the color got lost when I applied the glitter. Now I'm going to take the blending brush again and I'm just going to blend my edges a little bit. This color is like a mix between a satin eyeshadow and a glitter, so whenever it falls on your face and you try to clean it, like, it's pigmented, so it leaves you kind of like stripes in there. So you have to have some kind of powder that you can just wipe off, and that way you can clean that without taking your makeup off. Now I'm going to take this little concealer brush and I'm going to apply the color Angelic to my inner corners. I like this color because I didn't have to wear it or anything like that, and it got pigmented. It looks just like in the pan in my eyes. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna finish my other eye and I'll be right back with my final review. Hello again guys, so this is the final result. This is how the colors look on me, and now I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on the palette. Talking about the packaging, I think that it's super sleek and I love the material that it is made of. It's like a very soft cardboard and it feels very solid but also very soft at the same time. To have so many eyeshadows in there is not like really thick, so it's very easy to storage. And I love the print that they have on the front because it looks very classy and it's very pretty with the makeup that it has in there. You can also use it to take the pictures like this, because you can just look at the picture that is in there and find some ideas of what you would like to do with the palette. Talking about the interior of the palette, I like that it has a very large mirror. Like you can see in there, it's really large. This is very useful because when you're traveling, you can just use your palette like this and you see whatever you're doing in the same mirror. And also talking about the color selection, I really like the color selection. It has a lot of warm tones, so that means that it's gonna be super good for fall. This is a very good palette for the nighttime, but it's also a good palette for the daytime. Let me know if you would like me to make a video. I can show you how to make some makeup looks with this palette for the daytime, because I really would like to try something like that. I'm gonna be making more makeup looks with this palette, so stay tuned. Talking about the color, what I normally complain about in palettes is the light colors like this one, but in this case I actually like this one. I use this one to set my concealer, and I have to say that I like it because it shows very well on dark skin tones. Like it has some kind of like orange undertones, so it's not just a plain cream color. It's actually a color that has some color to it, and when you apply it to your eyes, it doesn't look ashy or anything like that. It looks very, very nice and soft, so I really like that color. Overall, the colors are very pigmented, they are very easy to blend. And one more thing, the only thing that I have seen that people have issues with is the glittery colors. What I would recommend you to do is to use a glitter glue, like for example this one from NYX. This is what I use, and then just take the color with your brush or with your fingers and just apply on top of your glitter glue, but like tapping it. Don't try to just apply it dry to your eye because it's not gonna stick to it. And also I would recommend you that whenever you're using these colors, the glittery ones, just do your eye makeup before you apply your foundation, because as this is really pigmented, if it falls down on your face when you're tapping it, you're gonna have like glitter stripes on your face, because this is like a mix between a glitter and a satin eyeshadow. So that's the only recommendation that I have. But overall, I really like the palette and I'm glad that I bought it. It was $65, and I think that the palette is worth the price. I think that it's really good. The quality is nice, easy to blend, and I don't really have anything bad to say about the palette. I really like it. So if you were thinking about buying this palette, buy it, girl, because the palette is really good and I like it. So this is my final review. I hope you like it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next time. Bye! My brows are popping so hard today. Ooh, yes! I just want to try this so bad. Does it look good? It does, right?